Lotería del Barrio started as a collaboration with Luis.
I'm going to reference someone writing.
What about a book or something?
Yeah.
Like a book, and then choose the book. Like do like the ABCs of low writing or something.
I provided teachers here with a professional development on the game of La Loteria that I do.
A lot of things just connected well. His background in Chicano art, this community centered, historically with the Washington Neighborhood Center and Chicano art with the Royal Chicano Air Force. He really grasped the idea of community and it's what we do here also. What does our community look like? He did just a beautiful job in bringing that out with Loteria, and now this is the end result.
Students get to critically analyze some of the images in the game, and then they recreate them based on their parents' occupations.
This is not the game that we all grew up with, but as you walk by and you look at the mural, you know what game this is. It brings up other images of family, right? Sitting at the table and you're playing the game, the little beans and with the coin, with the food that's around the table. So there's no question that that's what the game is. Our students, they brought their own essence to it. And so this is our take on that, our Washington Elementary take on that game.
They're drawing on their own experiences from the knowledges that exist in their own homes to meet the goals of their content learning objectives. What we have here is projects that the students ended up doing when their teacher did the whole rethinking about the game of La Loteria. They independently developed a painting dedicated to the next graduating class.
Centers our community where we are. We're in downtown, we're in Centro, we're in Zapata Park, near Southside Park. That's why it was important that we brought in the image, that Juan Cervantes did, RCAF, rest in peace, at Southside Park, and bringing that image here to connect. The Chicano murals that we have here in Sacramento are not standalone murals, but they're connected. We're one community, bringing it just to show that connectivity with this neighborhood. And the lowrider, this is lowrider culture. It's a 59 Impala, belongs to Frank Godina, who's my brother. He is a parent here.
To me, it represents Sacramento culture, art, lowriding, the way of life.
The name connects to the Royal Chicano Air Force because Frank Godina Sr. was a founding member of the RCAF. I think the importance is our community, right? And for our students to be able to walk by and know that they had a piece of this, right? They had a connection to painting this, to designing this, and it's theirs, right? Our families that I see walking by, stopping to take pictures because they recognize, the card of el director, because he was their director, in the 90s. Ishi Rasul, he was a principal here for a long time and respected. Everybody loved him. That's what it's about, right? People being able to see it and walk by and feel connected to it because a part of their history is represented here. That's the true legacy.
The rose is the main card that's being called out. The rose references two pots, the rose that grew from concrete. The mazapan came out of a conversation that I had with Dr. Godina and some of the staff members. They see the school metaphorically as a mazapan. The mazapan is a very sensitive piece of candy. If you mishandle it too much, it kind of crumbles. But the idea behind, the philosophy of their engagement and their pláticas, everyday pláticas, was to, hey, let's support each other by making sure that we keep the mazapan, whole, and let's not make it crumble. And so there's two mazapanes, one that's whole and complete, and then the other one that's a little crumble. And so that references, right, the good days and the bad days. The adobe airplane is something that's referenced in Dr. Ella Diaz's book, Flying Under the Radar with the Royal Chicano Air Force. then the beach that's connected to that, right? Jeff Duncan Andrade talks about critical hope. And so that critical hope, for me, critical hope comes through the process of creativity. The little bracelet with the beads spelling out hope, again, is being created through the artistic approach of creating friendship bracelets.
It's a really special piece. I think all of the art that we have here on our campus, like, it beautifies because it's all meaningful and it centers our community. I think for me personally, this is a very special piece because, you know, I see my family here. And so to be able to be connected with that, like, what more could I want?